Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, so we are on Monday morning and we have got a theme this week for you from the Dragons. And the theme is all about the path less traveled and when the soul intervention is coming in. I have had so many conversations just recently with people who are flailing. They are just on the floor in tears, wanting to hand it all back and just saying, no, I've had enough. And it's coming in waves, and it's coming in another wave, and then you're giving a bit of a lull, and then it's coming in another wave. Basically, what I was shown is you have to leave all your weapons at the door, all your weapons, all the beliefs, all the thoughts, everything that you're educated about, living this humdrum life, trying to stay so much in survival, fighting against your finances, fighting against relationships, fighting for your health. It's exhausting for the soul. So the theme the theme this week is, we are on a path less traveled. This is a time on the planet which has never been had before. And sometimes you are just on your hands and knees, crying your eyes out, not knowing what to do next, don't know why things are happening. No one sees you, no one hears you, because you always put a good face on everything. You always tell everybody, yep, yep, everything's fine, because you're so used to being responsible, capable, dealing with everything, especially if you're mum, especially if you're running a business, like your face is out there and you really want to put everything together. But even I, like a month ago, I was like, oh God, I just can't do this anymore. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Where's it going? Why is this happening to me? And then when you realize what it is, the soul intervention, what you're here to learn, the gift in that, the gift in the garbage, you kind of go, oh, right, okay. And you manage to release that, you manage to let that go, you get on with your life, and then you're slapped again with something else that's going on. That's the message this week from the dragons. So it can be that do you remember why you even started your job? Do you even remember why you wanted to be self-employed and run this as a business? Do you even remember why you wanted to experience this life? What you want to experience in this life? Have you told yourself recently what do you want to experience in this life? What makes you feel good? What would it be that just had your heart rejoicing at the end of the day? You've moved heaven and earth to do certain things, just help certain people, and yet it's like, ah, this is just like it's because your business will be the most spiritual thing that you do, that you grow through, because you're being asked to do things in a different way. The dragons are often reminding me that, this path less traveled is something that we chose to came here to do. And as much as we swear about it, as much as we complain about it, we don't want to do that. But the soul interventions come through. They come through in your finances. They come through in like, oh my God, how am I going to pay for this? How am I going to work this out? And they're asking you like, how are you creating it? How are you putting it out there? What are you saying? The world responds to you. Step out of your way. Every single week we're talking about this. And this is why this week we are going into this specifically about this path less traveled. I was told that this is the theme for this week. Your soul's journey, the path less traveled. Like, what is it that you are needing to learn and how are you needing to operate right now? So we'll read that in a minute for the cards. So finances dip, they run out, and you are on your knees just going, I have got no idea. I've invested so much money in this. I don't know where I'm going. How on earth am I going to support my family? Sometimes the messages have to come through so powerfully for you to say, I'm the only one who can change. I'm the only one who can create the difference. This has happened to me several times. I'm the only one who can actually create something new out of this. All right, fine. I will create something new out of this. Show me how. If it's to do with your family, if it's to do with like a breakup or just things that you just can't handle anymore, relationships with your parents or partner or kids are like, "Nee." It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. And you're running a job and you're trying to be grow and self-develop and all the rest of it. And then there's health symptoms that come on top of that that cripple you. It's like, why am I getting these? In the book that I've written called Dragon's Practical Magic, which will be coming out later this year, the second one to the interview with the dragon, which I am launching. Yeah, I'm launching this in April because these are the direct interview that I had with Seraphine and the messages that came through about how you create your own life, how you start stepping into that as you are the creator. But when I started writing Dragon Practical Magic, that was all about the soul interventions. Like every time I was slapped, like couldn't sell my house, couldn't find a house, health things going on, split up of a relationship, father of my boys, single, becoming a single mum, all these things, I realized eventually I couldn't keep putting the mask on saying, I'm fine, I'm fine. I had to admit to myself, like, I have got no idea what's going on. I'm on the floor here. I'm on my hands and knees. I like do not know. And every single time, what came back was, I'm the only one who can change this. I'm the only one who can make anything turn around. That's when I had to become the creator. So no matter where I am, what I'm doing, whenever I get like slapped across the face or punched in the stomach, or like, oh my God, why is this happening? It's something that I need to release. It's something I need to realize. It's something I need to grow and move on from. It's tough sometimes, and sometimes we don't have somewhere we can go. I've spoken to three ladies over the last week, and they're like, "Oh, but I don't tell anyone else this. I don't tell anyone else on what's really going on, what I'm really terrified of, because they've always got this amazing mask on. It's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm great at running my company. This is working, and that's working, and everything else, and that you can feel it on the inside of them. And if you are exuding that, that is what you're going to get back. And that's the hardest thing to realize, that you are the creator, you're the medium, you are what's putting the energy out. And if you're doing that, that's what's going to come back to you. So even if you put the mask on and kind of like show your social media face and your business face, but inside there's like things that are really not working and you're not even prepared to look at them and you don't know how to look at them, you just want to give up, then that will be felt out there as well. So you will get more things coming back to you. Remember, like things will knock and things will knock harder. And then eventually, like I did the other week, trip up and sprain my ankle, which made me slow down. So this is a place I'm offering to have those conversations, to say, I have no idea what's going on, and allow the dragons to come through and they can actually be very straight talking at sometimes and very straight with you and just say, what I'm feeling is this, what I'm hearing is that, what I'm feeling is this, this is the way to change it. You need to change that. You need to do this. Like those are the kind of conversations that are going to help you break through rather than putting a brave face on it and going through where it could be something that you're actually being told not to do, using our intuition, using everything that's going through. So sometimes we forget that we came here to experience all of this, and it can get pretty hairy sometimes. We need to be able to navigate it. I've offered these kind of conversations now for several years with several people as they go through their own rise, as they go through their own ascension, and the waves keep coming and the gifts keep coming of like, what is it that I need to get rid of? How do I need to change, Fiona, so that this doesn't keep hitting me quite so hard? That's what the dragons are absolutely amazing at putting out there for you, showing you in no uncertain terms. So any thoughts and any complaints of how things are showing up in your world, how things, the beliefs, your habits, these are all what the dragons call, these are the weapons at the door. So like there's a great big sword at your back, or there's a great big sword down the side, or a knife, or guns and those kind of things. They showed me this, like these are your weapons. These are what are not going to work for you in the future. It's raw and it's not gentle. Sometimes it really stops you in your tracks. It's like, "Ugh." These are the soul interventions that we're talking about this week and how you can start navigating them. Um, we need to understand why everything's working out for you the way it is. I had a hairdresser who just kept spraining her wrist so she couldn't work, and she was like so panicking about her income. There was another lady panicking about her income because um, she couldn't get her message out there. She couldn't understand what it is that she was here to say. So what we had to do was find her another way, like a remote source income, so that she could move through that so that she could understand, all right, okay, I'm feeling fine about money now, but okay, now I have time to really articulate what it is that I do without everybody feeling the pressure that I've got around money that's coming through me. There is just always different ways to make that work. And sometimes you just need to ask a very, very clear question of what it is that you really, really want. Right, soul interventions then. Let's move on to the cards this week and see what you have chosen, what you are ready to hear, what you need amplified in your life, and what you're ready to operate from. One of the main questions I'm always asking is what is it that you want to achieve? And are you ready for the best? But let's just go into this. So it's the soul's journey, the path less traveled, and soul interventions. That's everything about what the cards are going to be showing you this week. So if you pick card number one, let's just dip into that right now because, yeah, these soul interventions will stop you right in your tracks until you work out what's going on and you clear it. Wait, that one nearly flipped right off my desk. All right, first one, Luray 28. Put on the old lunettes. Okay, so this one is for you if you chose that you wanted to hear a message for you specifically this week on from the Dragon cards. Now, this is Luna Ray, number 28. Her message: explore the feeling of being enlightened, lifting off the burdens of being so flipping human. Let's see what she has to say to you. Listen to this, okay? Listen with your whole heart, your whole body, every single cell in your body, because your soul is within you. Your soul is getting you to listen to this. You are imagining what it feels like to feel enlightened, to feel that you have shifted your consciousness and perceptions. You feel so strong and sure of yourself that no one's bad behavior is influencing or affecting you. Your stories and old memories are no longer causing you stress, and the dramas have vanished in your life. You are in flow and everything is working out gracefully for you. You are wondering now what that would truly feel like. And would this feel and will feel that this would be beneficial feeling for you to understand. This is a dragon speaking. They feel that this would be a beneficial feeling for you to understand. There we go. To fully experience the feeling, we ask you to drop the narrative of your over analytical mind. Being enlightened is the feeling that you are really well connected to your soul. You are very aware of your body, how your body sends messages to you in your own language. This is your soul to soul communication. You know your body sensations and signs for your yes and your no, what is right and wrong for you. You feel the flow of the guidance from your soul, and you ask for assistance and receive answers for direction in any situation that you are in. So when you are having soul interventions, you are connecting in with your soul and you're like, I really need to get to the bottom of this. Now, I offer this for my clients because sometimes you can't get to the stories yourself. I have to feel into them and I have to hear what the dragons are saying and I need to channel that through. Now, as you bond with your soul and see through the eyes of your soul into your world, you understand everything you see from your soul's perspective, not just from your personality survival perspective. You remain curious, open, inquisitive to all the signs. You notice what you notice. When you are in this altered state, life drives itself. Your car rolls along the road with ease and life rolls. If there is a presence of worry or doubt or fear or some sort of situation going on, some sort of drama, a sense of exasperation of something else you feel exasperated about, via your intuition, your soul is calling you to get the message. There is an understanding, the lesson, the gift that needs to be learned around the experience of this situation and the action that you take next. When life hits you with a curveball and you are on your hands and knees and you're crying your eyes out and you can't work it out, you can't see why this is happening to you, you can't see your way forward. You need to be able to take yourself out of the picture. You need to be able to come back, be quiet, connect in with your soul, or have me do that for you. Have that in a conversation. I do this all the time. Have that conversation with yourself and ask the questions. What are the questions I need to ask? Like, what is this showing me? What's coming up for me? Often, when you describe it in your own language, you'll start understanding what it is. Because sometimes life isn't gentle when it guides you and it smacks you in the face and stops you in the tracks. Your finances drop, your relationships have huge hiccups, and your health calls for your attention. These are all soul interventions, and they will be happening because you are enlightening, you are rising, you're in your energy, you are moving into these faster frequencies, and you will need to understand what you need to let go of. The weapons at the door. Leave your weapons at the door. What do you need to let go of? That's Luna Ray today with card number 1, helping you to navigate through this week. If you have one thing to do this week, lifting off the burdens of being human, it's come back to your soul. Come home. Right, Luna Ray, thank you very much for card number 1. And we're going to go into card number 2. Now, I do have an event on the 24th of April. I'm going to be reading and introducing you to Seraphina, the matriarch dragon. I will be doing readings. There'll be free meditations that come with that. There'll be a bundle. You'll also have prizes in a prize draw of 1,000 for up to 1,500. So the book, the course, and the cards, all yours. And you will be learning from that course how to operate as a soul, how to start operating from that perspective with practical magic, with your intuition, creating your new reality. That's what the course is all about. All right, let's go into card number 2. And the theme this week, path less traveled, soul interventions. Card number 2, Rafael. Number 22, this one. Raphael is like the most gorgeous, patient professor. He is very slow, very methodical, and he wants you to survive more than anything else. So Raphael, very, listen to my energy, very slow, he's seen it, been there, done it. He's asking you to take your temperature, slow down, pause. And this is his message for you today. Art and the inner artist paint us the picture. So the dragons are here all about creating your new reality. How do you put your vision out there? If the soul is coming in and she's giving you interventions and she's tripping you up, yeah, and they stop you in the tracks, they're not gentle sometimes, like, and it has you on your hands and knees and crying. What is it that this message is all about? And once you understand what you need to release, like, what do you want to put in there instead? What are you creating instead? Like, what is it? Like, if you're coming from here and wanting to go to there, what is it that you want to create? And this is what Raphael is asking you to do right now. Art and the inner artist, you are being asked to take time to paint the picture for us. Paint the picture in the colors and the details for us. Let us see what it is, what it feels like in your body, in your chest, in your solar plexus, in your throat, and in your whole body. Let us feel how it tingles with excitement when this piece of art is then delivered to you. How is it going to feel? Let us, the dragons, and the whole collective have your destinations, dates, colours, charts, maps, drawings, words, song, chants, notes, feelings, tastes, essence, sense of your magical creation. So often you are so vague that they have got no idea what they can do for you because you're not feeling it, you're not seeing it, you're not tasting it. If you have ever played with creating a piece of art, you will know it's a practice. Every day heading towards the bigger tapestry, working on the big canvas that you and only you have been seen in your mind's eye. You are heading towards the big piece of art that you want to create, and every day keeping yourself on track with the finishing touches of your creative piece from your imagination. Even if it's a new business, if it is your existing business, if it's your family, if it's your health, if it's your finances, what stories are you telling? What are you painting for everyone else to hear and see what it is that you want to put in there? You are not just human. You are here to create something and put that out in your imagination, put it out into the world and watch it come back to you. The practice of any creation is an art form in and of itself. Whatever you dream, your creation, the piece of art that is coming through you, there are ways to strengthen the bond to that creation with your actions. You write your creation, you unfold on the page the description of the process and the detail of the finished piece. You find yourself talking out loud about your creation and how it can be done. It's coming together, describing to yourself exactly what you want, how it feels. It feels extraordinarily good. It feels good in your body. It feels good to live with this. You're doodling, sketching, colouring in, and this is the art that the dragons want you to start putting into play about whatever the soul has intervened and stopped you in your tracks. That is what Raphael is asking for you today. Start painting a new picture, or I would say telling a new story. We're going to go on to card number three. One of the things is that there's a whole piece in here where Serafina is coaching one of the ladies who interviewed me to channel this and about her business. And it really is all about that. It's like, well, what does it feel like? What are your clients? What conversations are you having? There's a lot of detail in there that she puts in there to show you exactly what's missing because there's always so much missing. Okay, card number three for this week. May Allah ki eli umuru May hamba. All right. So we have Sovereign number 39 for card number three today. Card number three, who's going to give us some direction, as in the theme being for this week is your soul interventions, how they're coming through, how they're stopping you in your tracks, and what you can start doing this week to start helping those soul interactions not get in your face so much. I have conversations with people about these. I do readings for people, one-offs or a whole series. I can stay with you for like 6 months to help you navigate through some really serious. I've been working with one lady now for 2 years, and she's getting rid of an awful lot of problems that are coming up for her in her life, business, work, everything. So, number 39, Sovereign, formulate and refine your ask. Create a new powerful spell. Oh, this is awesome. Emerging from being unaware and stuck with a string of unresolvable issues, you will be faced with situations that you will now remember and know that you can just ask. Ask for anything and perceive practical magic answers. This is really allowing your soul to come through and guide you with her intuition. There will be a conflict happening in your environment, and you will need a lot of energy to navigate and negotiate this successfully so you can ask for what it is that you want. You can be asked to be shown to the right people, the right opportunities. You recognize that you will need energy to make your mind stronger and your thoughts clearer. Not so much that you will win the conflict, but that you can understand that you're both getting the best out of the situation. And that can take a lot of energy for your human to focus and remain clear on this intention. So asking for the exact energy needed could and be really helpful so that you can have a clear focus for a few hours so that you can see the situation in a different perspective. If you're working on your finances or working on your accounts or working, I don't know, cold calling, if you're working on whatever you do, like ask for the energy to take you through that. One of the weirdest things I ever asked for, but it worked. I was doing some sewing and I couldn't see because I was sewing black thread onto a black uniform. And I just said, oh, you can't see, I can't see this. I can't see this to thread the needle. Can you do it for me? I asked for this specific thing and I do this every now and every time I sew now, I ask, "Oh, I can't see this. Can you thread this needle for me?" Because I'd been there for ages trying to thread this needle, and it happened. It went through. And now every time I sew, I'm like, "Can you do this for me?" And the needle and the thread goes through first or second time. These are the kind of things that you need to know about. This is when practical magic is coming into play. So imagine if you could ask about your business or about your day or about your health, or like, I just need to set this up. I need to have this working out well for me. What else is in this message? Oh, I think I've kind of relayed exactly what it is. Okay, for example, you can ask if you have a long day ahead of you and you're operating a car and you're driving. You need to be extra alert to catch trains or travel and different kind of energy, long-lasting energy to keep you alert and concentrated so that you arrive at the perfect time. And you can keep your energy in a strong, sovereign state, buffered from the negative waves of any thoughts, environments, and people around you that might influence you. You can ask to have the energy around you like a bubble, protecting you, looking after you, keeping you focused, keeping you alive, keeping you energized, keeping you positive. You can ask for that. So just imagine what else you could ask for. Think today, like this is your theme for this week. What could you be asking for? Sovereign. Thank you very much. We're going to move on to card number 4. All right, so for card number 4, this theme this week is your soul intervention, a path less traveled. What was the other thing I had on there? So you came in as a soul. You're on your soul's journey. It's a path less traveled. No one else is doing this for you. You get to be the creator, but you've got soul interventions coming in that are knocking you to your knees because you've got no idea what's going on. But that's the point. That's the soul intervention when you're crying, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to live like this anymore. Then you start to create your life in a different way or ask to be shown how to live your life in a different way. Okay, so number 4, viile ala ukiri kambari era ori ave. Ikkane ani ngoli olo. Mai la kili ambari ala ko ori ara ikiri ya. He ambari ala kuri ala kedu kiri pari oro oro. Inarandi. Mach. Soul interventions. Cards about soul intervention. The message for people who wanted card number 4. Mai ambili ala kuri. There we go. Oh, yes. Okay, number 35. Okay, again, sovereign. Sovereign is the dragon to help you remember, to remind you why you came here, that you are a spirit inside a human body, that this is a spiritual experience. Her message this week: filter out, cleanse your energy to your highest vibration and sovereign soul state. If you chose number 4, this is your message this week. When soul interventions are hitting you, when you don't know where to go next, clean your energy. I mean, all the cards this week are absolutely brilliant. So, but if this is specifically your message and you can only do one thing this week, do this. It's time to now actively attend to your energy and your filter. Just as you wash your hair regularly, your energy requires a thorough clean and reset frequently. Your personal filter surrounds you and acts as an energetic boundary and can and does get clogged. It can eventually break down from a steady stream of being bombarded and even penetrated by less desirable energy from people. What I'm getting here is if you've always done your cleansing, if you do cleansing in a particular way, do something different this week. Do something very, very different this week. Outside influences have been penetrating your filter and getting to your core, affecting your intuition, mental clarity, physical health, and wearing you down. It's time to cleanse so that you can effectively filter out and adjust your settings and decide what gets in and even what you're sending out. You are a receiver and a transmitter and a living energy being that has a filter that acts in your best interests. Imagine that you can see yourself with a thin membrane that goes around your body and even encompasses your aura. This is a good and safe way to project out your positive thoughts, your curiosity about the world, and radiate safely who you are. This thin membrane is like living jelly. and it feels like it can be adjusted and it can be impenetrable and very protective for you. I mean, when my boy used to go to school and was being bullied, I used to help have him imagine that he was within a yoga ball and anything that came towards him was just boing, just like came right off. And whenever he stepped out of the door, he would step into this yoga ball so that he felt, and therefore, the safer he felt, the less he was bullied. He just felt safe. So, this is one of the ways to do it. Within the filter membrane, you are your best energy. You are the alpha. You are the sovereign. You feel strong, powerful, and certainly at your core state. Your filter can be in a various color you want to imagine it to be. Can really feel into the vision of this filter and imagine that you are safe inside your soul's protective energy field. This would also go to your thoughts. Like, what thoughts are you having? Your thoughts are actually part of your aura, part of the energy that you exude as well. It's like how you think about yourself, how you think about your life, how you think how successful you are. This is all about you creating. Supported with clear thinking, you are observant like a ninja, sensitive and capable to pick up the slightest movement, acutely aware of your surroundings, remaining phenomenally intentionally strong, and radiating your sovereign state so others feel. You can imagine, like I just did it now, poof, your shoulders are back, you're sitting up straight, your head's on its axis, your thoughts are clear and focused and strong. This is laser focused coming into play. When you are fully charged and have this membrane around you, you can walk through the day. You can feel the love that your soul has for you. You feel gifted and abundant. You feel strong. And the criticisms, judgments of others easily get caught in the filtered membrane. Like, not bothered. It is these that clog up your filter membrane and that require washing off. You live another day protected within your living energetic field as your state and your boundary. Now, that was message number 4. There's always a little bit more to be read about these cards, but let that just be absorbed in and use that this week as your state of play. Allow yourself to move forward with everything that you do this week so that you're soul assisted. Your soul is sending you the message. The soul interventions are your finances, your health, your relationships, situations that go on, things that kick off. These are your soul interventions and your messages. What you're being asked to do is create your own reality, whether it's to do with your business. Like, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? How are you putting yourself out there? Because people will feel that, and you can ask, for example, like, where are all the opportunities? What kind of opportunities would you want? All right, okay, I would want opportunities like people like this and people like that and in locations like that and da da da. All right, what would you want them to get at the end of this is the information that you need to be taking from this. Okay, so on the 24th of April, I will be allowing the dragon Seraphina to come back into this world, and we will be channeling her. We will be reading from this book, and I will be introducing you to an interview with a dragon, meaning that she's here to teach us how we start becoming the operators, that we are creating our own reality. Now, the cards were made on the back of these interviews. And as I've been writing my book, Dragon Practical Magic, which is all about soul intervention, she asked me to put the actual interviews that we had out in book form so that everybody could read around all of the interviews. They could understand all of the messages and all the stuff that didn't even end up being in the cards so that you can start creating your own reality. But when you read it, you'll realize it's not me. It's not me that's coming through. It's like Seraphina, her words, her intonations. She was most of the time she was sending out energy. So it's sending frequency that then I had to decipher. You will understand that it's not me speaking, it's not coming from me, it's coming from something else. So when you feel into this book as well, when you start reading it, dousing through it, like, what would I need to know today? You can douse through it. Half the battle is knowing what you want, what experiences you want, or what outcomes you want. You can start reading a little bit every single day. Have it in your handbag, put it with you, and Use those as your signals every single day of how you can keep growing and keep developing and keep your intuition and your soul guidance coming through. 24th of April, I'm going to be reading, and there's going to be prize draw worth 1,500 book cards and the whole course, a course in practical magic, which teaches you how to develop your skills. So I'm looking forward to doing that for you. So this is going to be on the 24th of April. We're going to be going in with Serafina, an interview with the dragon. She's going to be coming through and channeling as well. We're going to be reading sections from the book. I'm going to be answering questions, and we have the big prize draw, got my teeth in, of 1,500 euros, and it'll be the book, the cards, and a whole course in practical magic so that you know how to operate using practical magic, your intuition, how you're creating your own reality. Imagine that you took ownership and responsibility and said, I created that. That relationship is way better because I created it. My business is way better because I told a different story and I created that. And this is what the dragons are asking you to do. Break the spell, claim your power, and create your own future. And this is what this interview with the dragon event is going to be all about. And I can't wait to share that with you. So, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any, if you want to have a conversation with me about what's going on for you, what's working, what's not working, then please let me know and we can do that. We can understand what's going on for you. What's the soul intervention? What is it telling you? And I shall see you during the week, and I shall see you next week.